After the whistle, I'm David Gibson. Making it to the state championship game in football is hard in itself, but the Drake-Anamoose Raiders made their 2 straight seasons and won the 6-man state title. When you think of North Dakota high school football, you think about 9-man or 11-man. But the Drake-Anamoose Raiders want the news, along with others, to take notice of 6-man football and its uniqueness.
6-man football is, to me, it's the most pure form of football. It takes the seriousness and complexity of 11-man, but it really marries it with a backyard field to it, to where anything can happen on any play, and it and it really has a certain spark to it. It's really, you look at the scores and you think, oh, it's only offensive based, but there's so much defensive strategy that goes into it, a lot of offensive strategy. It's just like the football you know and love, except there's 6 people on the field and it's a little bit more wide open than you'd think.
Big difference that I noticed, as far as Coach Cook said, was just that it's a lot more open field. I'd say each individual person probably has more responsibility, because there's not always, 1 or 2 extra guys there. So you really have to work on your fundamentals and make sure you're mentally sharp every play.
Compared to 11-man, there's a lot more space and a lot more opportunities to make big plays compared to 11-man, with the field being more open and less players on the field.
With the differences laid out between 6-man and 11-man, Raiders head coach Anthony Cook feels you should pay more attention to 6-man because the athletes work just as hard, or if not harder, than 11-man.
I mean, the kids work just as hard. They condition probably even more than you would need to in 11-man, because there's less kids and there's a lot more field to use. It's like a track meet sometimes where you're just sprinting 100 yards at a time both ways, and the kids work really hard. It's an exciting game. There's something happening just about every play. There's big hits just like 11-man. There's huge plays just like 11-man. There's probably a little bit more huge plays in terms of 6-man, because the game is just so wide open. It's an exciting game. There's scoring left and right, and there's, kickoff returns and everything. It just has everything.
We're still athletes. We still go out there, work hard every other day like every other football team would. We still stay together, we're a family, and same thing as other football.
But the Raiders took those differences and got to work and focused on building their fundamentals in 2019 for a chance to play in the state championship game.
And that was our goal all year, and we stuck to it. We kind of built everything. Every game was to make it to that last game of the year, because we knew we could get there. We knew we could win it. We just had to take it one game at a time and build a foundation to that last game.
It was just a lot of us staying together and working as a team. There was we had to learn new rules to the game and stuff like that, but I felt like we adjusted really well, and we're just able to keep working as a team to stay together and accomplish our goal.
We didn't really know how we were going to do that last season. We came in season before winning 1 game, and we had no idea what we were going to expect out of ourselves in the upcoming season. And we did a lot better than I thought we would, but guys worked hard and we stayed confident, and that's it.
After winning their first title in 2019, the Raiders felt they could repeat in 2020. So the seniors decided to take on a leadership role and help the younger players grow.
Huge all year. They were leaders on and off. I couldn't pick any captains this year because everybody was so really good with leadership, and everybody was just bought into the culture and bought into everything in the team. And, a lot of the times I wouldn't even need to make adjustments, because they would do it on their own on the field and make sure I knew what was going on. And so what a coach wants is when, seniors take over and everything like that.
I'd say staying positive was a big thing. Positive reinforcement, stuff like that. If you make a mistake, keep your head up. It's, you got to make more plays in the future. And it wasn't just to the younger guys. We had to say that to each other and stuff. It's always making sure everybody's involved in the team.
With that leadership, hard work, and confidence, the Raiders pulled off back-to-back state championships.
How did it feel to win back-to-back state?
It felt really good. It's one of the best feelings I'd say I've ever had.
Really good. Never had that feeling before. A lot of people don't get to have that, and it feels pretty good. It's probably one of the best feelings you could have as an athlete.
Next season, the Raiders look to make it 3 straight state titles. Reporting in Anamoose, David Gibson, KX Sports.